Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Skyrim. First of all, we're going to cut to some stuff that I've done off screen, and we're going to have some post-commentary. So first off, we finally got Destruction to 100 by using that life drain spell and just consistently hitting Shadowmere over and over and over again. We ended up using some armor that actually made destruction cost way less, and the perk that actually made destruction cheaper as well. I also went ahead and bought Soul Trap from Farengar because Soul Trap is going to be how we level up Conjuration. It's actually going to make it very easy to level up Conjuration. It's absurd how quickly Conjuration goes up with Soul Trap, actually. So we're going to equip it. And if you have the perk to make apprentice level spells cost even less, then it's going to be even easier. Favorite it so that we can get to it real easily. And let's go try and soul trap something, why don't we? The first thing we're going to go try and soul trap is, of course, Shadowmere, because it should be a valid target, right? And we should be able to soul trap it and everything should be fine. Now, if you're running the base version of Skyrim, it is. However, Shadowmere resisted Soul Trap. This is because we have the unofficial patch. So you can see that using Soul Trap on Shadowmere, while it should be working, and it is certainly hitting Shadowmere, it's not actually doing anything for us. So be aware of this. If you're using the unofficial patch, you're not going to get anything out of actually trying to use Soul Trap on Shadowmere, and you can't actually level it. Also, if you try to use it on your allies, well, bad things happen. Your conjuration will increase, but all of your other allies will try to attack you. So that's not what we want to do here. In this case, because I have the unofficial patch, we're going to do something else. Also, when I went back to Whiterun, a courier came to me and gave me a request to meet slip. So we will read that later in the episode and figure out what that's about. But otherwise, let's go find some mud crabs. Mud crabs are a good option for this because they're relatively low level and they won't be able to kill you. And as you can see, even using Soul Trap once instantly raises our level. And it raises stupid quick. Every time you hit them with Soul Trap, it's pretty much a level at the early stages. It's really quite absurd how quickly Conjuration is increased by Soul Trap, especially if you lower its cost to the point where you could just spam cast it forever. It took me maybe about an hour to fully level Conjuration. So this is 1 hour of real time. The mud crab did get me down pretty far in my HP, but eventually we got it to the point where it was maybe about like 15 or so soul traps per level, which isn't really that bad. And of course, we have to end the soul trapping thing with, soul actually trapping the soul of the mud crab, right? It would be totally useless otherwise. Also, just to show that we are wearing armor that increases or makes conjuration casts or cost way less, including the Warlock's Mark and the Dismal Visage, which we got from Creation Club. And now that we're back, we can continue on from there, because as you've seen, we now have Restoration, Destruction, and Conjuration at 100. We're going to do a little bit of work in getting ourselves set up to get Alteration and Illusion up as well, because those are the next steps. And once I have all of those up, the only thing left in magic-wise is Alchemy and Enchanting, and those require a little bit different setup to actually get. So I've got myself ready for alteration stuff by equipping things that just affect alteration, obviously. Made myself gold diamond necklace for alteration. I already had a ring. Truthfully, I could probably make a better ring than this, but it really won't matter in the end. Now, there's two main ways to do alteration training. And one of them is stupidly fast and easy. So we're going to see if we have the equipment necessary for that. It takes a very specific spell that we have. I don't know if we actually picked it up, though, which is the real, bad part. So I've got to find my spell tomes. I think it's on the right here, right? And did I pick it up? I did. Okay, good. So this spell tome specifically detects life. This spell tome is only available in Labyrinthian. It can appear randomly. Sometimes you can also buy it from Tolfdir once your alteration skill is high enough, but ultimately there's one like perfect spawn of this thing always in Labyrinthian. Also Equilibrium spawns there, but Equilibrium, while it can level alteration very quickly, Detect Life will level it far quicker than that. So we're going to go ahead and learn, where'd it go? Spell Tome, Detect Life. While we're at it, let's go ahead and deposit a bunch of these spell tomes because I don't necessarily want to use them by accident. I like keeping stuff. I'm weird like that. I'll do some other things later. So now we have Detect Life. And if we go over to, where's Alteration? No, that's Illusion Alteration. The Detect Life, it is an adept level spell and costs 21 per second, meaning you can constantly have this. Now, Detect Life is interesting in that it gives you XP based on the number of people that are there while you're using it and how much it costs. So we're going to go ahead and equip Detect Life on us, and we're going to go to a very populated area in order to use it. Also, real quick, do I have the Adept Apprentice? Okay, I don't even have the access to that one yet. So as soon as we get to 50 in Alteration, we can give ourselves that perk, which will also make it so that we can hold it for a lot longer. Now, if you're in a super populated area, like an inn during, you know, the dinner time, or in the square of like a town, or, you know, however many people there are there, so you can cast this in a town and it'll raise your level quite quickly. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Whiterun and do that. And while we're at Whiterun, we're also going to buy something to level our illusion spell, or at least we're going to try and buy something. I don't know if it's going to be available. So I will see you all in Whiterun, and if it's not available, we'll just keep going because there are some quests that we can still get in Whiterun for Creation Club. Okay. What crimes? My crimes? What crimes? The hell? Okay. Well, I don't super care about that just now, but I'm very confused as to what crimes they're talking about. Anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cast Detect Life while there's a bunch of people here. And you can see alterations already increasing. Yeah. 2 levels of alteration just from standing here for a little bit, waiting as the AI is in the area, because you don't have to have a valid target for this specific spell, I should say. Because all of these are valid targets, as long as they're within the area, everything's good. Ain't that nice? And actually, people are going into the inn as well, and might as well go to the inn in a second, but there's still actually a good amount of people here. So as long as you can keep your cost down, then everything should be good. Ultimately, that means that this is usually better to use right around midday. Okay, I don't know why that popped up twice. What crimes is it talking about? We haven't committed a crime since we got the relics. Is it just saying that because I have one equipped currently, probably? Probably. It's 10 a.m. Got some people in the square now. Yep. Raise it to 44. And you can see how quickly it's gonna go up. So yeah, just stand in the middle of a town square, whatever is the most populated, have things that boost or knock down the cost of your alteration spells. And just keep doing this. It looks like we get about 2 levels out of this just because of the amount of people that are here per each like full bar of magicka. Now, this is going to go up as well because once we give ourselves that level up, as soon as I get to 50, I'll level up. because I want to show everybody what happens. Oh, need to wait a little bit longer now. So I probably will end up making that ring to reduce the cost even further. And as soon as we get that next level... Yeah, look at the amount of people that are here. There we go. Level 50. We're going to level up. This is going to do two things. One, we're going to give ourselves more magicka, because why not? And then we're going to go right up here. Give ourselves the perk for alteration, which means we can cast Detect Life for half magicka, and watch at how slow it goes down. Note, this does not change the EXP gain we get because it's the base cost, not the cost after anything is applied to it. Yeah, there we go. 52. Can we get 53 out of it? Almost. Now, this is going to get a little bit harder as we go up in levels, obviously, because it's going to take longer, but, you know, it's going to be very quick. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll probably edit that into the end of this episode, because I don't want to do it right now. But let's go ahead and grab some other quests that are around here. And obviously, like, having things that reduce the cost even more are going to help.
Damn dragons could swoop down.
Just to point it out, let's see, how much have we brought it down by? It's 15%, 25%, so that gives us 40% so far. Our necklace gives us another 20%, so that's 60% less. And this is 72. So I can make a ring that'll be another 20% instead of this one. That'll be 80% less cost to cast, plus the oh goodness, plus the additional thing. And obviously, the better your enchantment is, the better your enchantment skill, the more that's gonna work for you. Anyways, in the Bannered Mare, we have something that we want to read. We don't want to forge numbers, no. We want to come over here, and there's a thing on this table called Mashara's Diary. So we're going to go ahead and read this. Mashara has a secret. Not a bad secret like the Battleborn's secret affair. Not a boring secret like the shopkeeper who hates his sister. Mashara's secret is too good to be believed. Mashara did not always spend her days like this, a cat who pretends to be a dog. No, Mashara used to be a bandit warrior, a member of the Crimson Dirks. Famous rogues wanted by the East Empire Company, the clan mothers of Elsewhere, and lawbringers from here to the Somerset Isles. If the guards only knew, they would come kill her. That is why Mashara can never tell. But her time is short. She longs for company. The other day she took to begging outside the city and saw her little litter mate, Zaharia, walk through the gates. Mashara called her by name, but the Red Guard ignored her. Mashara was sure she heard her, and it made her sad to know this. Mashara does not want to die a rogue. Perhaps she will do something mischievous and get the White Renegades to attack. Then she will be a warrior once more. We're going to go ahead and take that. Reading that diary adds a question, or adds another quest. So we want to go to the Dragon's Reach dungeon. And there's actually a second quest inside of the Dragon Reach dungeon that we can get as well. So we want to do that. I may as well, because I'll do this off screen. I'll do the Pilgrim's Path off screen and just get that done so that we can use the fastened shield without too much issue. Also, I'm not entirely sure why this is happening, and somebody should tell me. I can wear the ethereal crown at the same time as wearing Dismal Visage, and I don't know why, because they both take up the head slot. Is it just because this is like a mask? I can actually wear like masks with Dismal Visage as well. And I'm not entirely sure why I'm allowed to wear more than one piece of equipment with it. It does make Dismal Visage quite a good helmet because I can stack it with something else. Just gonna do this while we're running. Because why not? How far does this go? Pretty far, actually. Wow. Yeah, so anytime we're gonna be running through a area, helps to do that. So we want to run around to the side here because you can't get to the dungeon through normal means. You can only enter it through here. We've been here like once before, I want to say. By the way, if I keep casting this, like, it's because I'm just trying to level it as I'm playing, so I have less work to do later. So when we're in here, there is a couple of things we want to do. One, there's Mashar's confession in here. And we got a key from that as well. Retrieve the armor from the hut. Mashar enjoyed her fight with the guard. Plus, her new home is better than the last. It is a very tiny cage, but she does not beg for food. It is given. Still, Mashara longs to see the night sky. When she was a kitten, the elders warned her that if she stared too long at the moons, they would grow shy, and Mashara would never see them again. This made her sad, and so Mashara vowed to stop looking at the sky, and kept her head down long toward the dirt where the beggars belonged. One day, she tried to steal the silver out of the pockets of a Norn named Tira. When she heard the Khajiit's story, she took pity on the kitten and told her that the moons were not the timid creatures she had believed. She said that as long as Khajiit held her head up high, they would shine brighter than any star. From that day on, she spent her life in service to the Crimson Dirks, and when she was ready, her new littermates forged her an armor made of silver, and in its heart the piece Tira had in her pocket so many moons ago. Mashara hid the armor in a hut northwest of Rorkstead. At times, Mashara has longed to retrieve it and wear it proudly. But she must be careful not to let sentiment cloud her judgment. Mashara suspects she is being followed, so she will leave the armor for another. Besides, it is not the silver in the armor or the moonlight in the sky that Mashara treasures, but the friends she has lost. Perhaps in death she will see them again. So, yeah. I think the idea is that she is now dead. Also here, there is another 2 things that we can grab. So, Death of a Crimson Dirk. If you want to read this, go ahead and pause. Actually, it's not that long. The bounty for Edward, one of the Crimson Dirks, had been up for about a year. Pretty much every Jarl had a price on his head, but only one of them had to pay it. It was a big deal at the time, but to be honest, I'd forgotten all about it. But then last Sundas, the Khajiit starts barking at the gate about wanting to speak to the captain. He says he's been after Edward since the moons themselves were suckling babes. I told him to head over to the cemetery in Falkreath, and he'll find the bastard dead in the ground where the worms feed. I wasn't sure if it was disbelief or disappointment on his face when I broke the news. I wonder if it has to do with the story in the book. If so, I can't imagine how far he's traveled to get here, but ever since I lost my small fingers, I haven't been one to count. We're going to take that. It starts another quest, Beyond the Grave. We're going to grab this. This is book 3 of the Crimson Dirks. I don't know. Maybe we'll do like one day where I just read through all of them. But that's all we need here. That dude's just gonna yell like a crazy person, like always. Okay, so those are the 2 things we need from here. I don't suppose this is the guard barracks right here, is it? No, that's Dragon's Reach. Can I reach the guard barracks from where I am? Because there's another quest that we can get, but only in the guard barracks. And I can't remember where the guard barracks is. I believe it's through Dragon's Reach. But actually, there's a couple of quests we can get in Dragon's Reach anyway, so not a big deal. Oh. Alright, so while we're here, we want to talk to the steward. That's you. Looking for work?
The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here.
No, not what I was wondering about. Is there anything you need from me?
It's all in this note.
Ah, okay, there we go. In the Shadows. That's the quest I wanted. Well, we picked up a random miscellaneous one. I guess we'll do that at some point. While we're here, I don't think it's here, but I'll take a look around. While we're here, do you have any illusion stuff that I could buy? He has calm, okay. Fear. Fear's a little annoying. We can try calm, I guess. Fury. So the problem with using Fury... Oh, Muffle. Ooh, he has the really good one. Okay, we're gonna buy Muffle. And we'll buy Calm as well. So, Fury and the other one that, what is it? Frenzy or whatever, or Fear. Those 2 can sometimes be useful to leveling Illusion. But, like... the problem is that if you use fear, they're going to run away from you. If you use fury, they're just going to attack everything around you, which could be really bad depending on who they start attacking. You don't want them to like start killing each other. It's the same reason why we didn't use Soul Trap on our own allies, because everybody starts to attack them. So
Keep your guard up.
Calm is a decent way of doing things, because as long as you have a low level enough enemy, like mud crabs again, then it's going to work on them. Muffle, same thing. You're the valid target in terms of Muffle. The only problem is you have to wait for Muffle to essentially end before you can use it again. So it's a little annoying in that case, but Muffle actually does raise your... does raise the level quite a bit. Why is there a dead body here? What in the... what? Why is there a skeleton here? Why were you two down there? What? Do I want to know, actually? Probably not. Okay. So where's the guard barracks? That's the one last thing we're missing. I forget where the guard barracks is. Is it this? No, that's the temple. So that's the crypt. This is just a house. Where the heck is the guard barracks? I cannot remember. This is gonna bother me. Is it this? Yeah, it is this. Okay, cool. Alright, so inside of the guard barracks, there is a guard dossier. If we read this, we can read this. That's not too long. Status active, capture or kill, high priority, female orc, late 40s. Yakuta Gra Orkolg was a former blacksmith at the Stash and Slash in the Imperial City, a shop she inherited from her father. She was contacted by the Crimson Dirks and recruited to forge arms for the bandits, as well as launder sacked goods through her shop. When the Imperial Guard issued a warrant for her arrest, she fled the city with another member of the bandit gang. Yakutu was originally thought to have fled to High Rock and taken refuge in an orc stronghold. However, according to our informant, she actually traveled with another agent to Skyrim. Reports of unusually well-made weapons and armor being peddled out of Embershard Mine may be related. This information should be forwarded to Commander Keynes in Whiterun, as the mine falls under his jurisdiction. So we'll go ahead and take that, and that starts yet another quest. So now we have 4 separate quests started from the right one. And I believe that that is the very last quest that we can get in Whiterun. Let me make sure that I have all of them marked off, and that's that good. I do believe, yes, that is the last quest from the Creation Club that we can actually get in Whiterun. So we're all good there. Cool. Oh my god. I did not expect that message to show up over Skyrim. Alright, well my trackball is low on battery. Everybody knows that now. Are you all reveling in that information? I don't have a cable near me that I could charge it with. So that may actually end up being a problem in the end, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. We're good. We're saved. I found a cable. Oh, you're fine. You're not even being hurt by it or anything. All right, where did I leave Lydia? Is she right there? There she is. Hey, Lydia.
Heading out?
Follow me.
As you will, my Thane. I will protect you with my life.
Okay. So real quick, I'm gonna learn those 2 tomes that we bought. Calm and Muffle. We'll worry about those later, but I just want to make sure that they're in my inventory. Okay, so I guess we'll start going for those couple of quests that we found. Lydia, where are you going? Why are you so like freaked out? Are you okay? Oh, is it just because I have my, like, hands out and I'm casting a spell? That might be it, actually. Alright. So one of them, Redoran's oh, yeah. That's actually not that far. Well, I'll take care of that off-screen because it's just a bounty. So one of them, Ember Shard Mind, is right over here. Let's go ahead and do that, I guess. I should probably remember to equip the proper things that I want to use. There we go. Goodbye! Is this thing even charged? By the way, I put away Nerve Shatter, or yeah, Nerve Shatter. I don't think I'm gonna end up using it. It was just too slow for me. And the fact that it doesn't regenerate stamina or health from it, like, those are pretty small things to really care about, but I really wanted it. Alright. So we gotta go through Ember Shard Mind real quick. Whoops. Now all the enemies here should be really, really weak. We've already actually fought all these guys many times over. So I don't really care about any of this, but there should be one enemy spawned in here that is unique. Oops, where's that little... There it is. The fact that I have to, like, press the thing every single time is annoying. And again, this is one of the better reasons as to why, how many Ember Shard Miner journals do I have, I wonder? This is one of the better things about having Creation Club stuff on before you play the game, because a lot of this seems like it would be way better if you had, why am I not... Oh. Oh. That is the other downside. I knew there was another downside to the curse. You don't regain stamina. Wow. Orcish plate armor. That's cool. That's new. I'll take that. Clairvoyance always spawns here. This chest doesn't really have anything useful for it. I should say we're probably not gonna go to that invitation thing that we got a note for a little bit, because I'm trying to figure out how to handle that properly. You picked a bad time. Here's the Orcish plate and boots, but we have the Orcish plate and boots, right? Armor, boots, helmet. So this person here is the person we need to kill. She's surrounded by bandits that aren't that powerful, but she herself is leveled. And that's just because the mine is a really low level mine. We're gonna examine her, not use the forge. Examine her body. She has blacksmith stuff. We'll take that. There's a journal and a key. And I believe... Well, for some reason I thought one of the ones oh, this guy? Yeah, he has the... Oh, he has a fully enchanted set of plate. Block 25 damage, carrying capacity increase, weapons and armor can be improved. Increases heavy armor skill. I believe that is the full set. And in fact, well, I'll just take all of it, I guess. Why not? If there's an unenchanted gauntlet somewhere around here, I'll do that. But let's go ahead and read that journal real quick, because why not? Where is it? I really need to put this stuff away. Note on new wares. What is this? Many thanks for dealing with the ruffians that have plagued humble merchants, such as this one, for some time. Coin flows well again. Oh, this is Risad. New wares for sale that would interest you, such as more of the arms and armor used by the saints and seducers have been found. Can be yours for a price. This one also traded for new strange raw materials. Amber and madness ores. I see. Okay, cool. That's fine. Oh yeah, we never read the notes on revenge. Yeah. It's just them wanting to kill me. Blah, 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 whatever. So, steward's note. Oh, wow. Yeah. Take the ledger copy of Arcadia's Cauldron. Oh, interesting. Rather not speak about this in front of the Jarl in the event that the information I received is incredible. He has enough on his plate. See, earlier last week I received a tip from an unnamed source regarding a potential assassination plot on the Jarl. Now, while we all take his threat seriously, it's difficult to know just how credible this source is. And with everything that's happened as of late, I don't have time to investigate this myself. But I'd like you to head to Arcadia's Cauldron and check for their ledger for any suspicious purchases. In particular, poisons. I've asked Arcadia to leave you a copy on her counter, look it over and find out who purchased bottles over the last few days and confirm their reasons are legitimate. In the meantime, I'll have our cooks check every piece of food, bottle of mead, and leftover breadcrumb just to be sure nothing is tainted. If your investigation turns up nothing, then I'll know the information I received is false, and the Jarl is safe for the time being. If not, I hope somewhere of your reputation can take care of the situation swiftly. That's pretty cool. I like that setup. I thought we got another note in the stuff that I did off screen. Oh, a request to meet. Here we go. So thank you for your efforts to protect my realm. I believe you possess something that I am in search of, and I require it before I return home. It is the artifact from the Shivering Isles that served as the focus of Thoron's depraved rituals. Meet me beneath the Arch of Solitude upon the shore, so that we might make an exchange. So interesting here, there are two things that can work for this, either the Sword of Jigalag or the Shergoroth-shaped Amber. Both of them are valid for that, but you can't get rid of the stone. You can put away the sword. And then if we read the journal, I nearly turned around and went back to Cyrodiil because Bjormund wouldn't shut up. From dawn to dusk, it was Skyrim this and Skyrim that. We hadn't even crossed the mountains yet, and I feel like I'd spent an eternity in place. In the place? But by Malakath, he kept going. He went on all about the different legends and the hundreds of Ragnars involved in them. He talked for hours about his family and the days about his mead. Sometimes he even sang about them. Silence was not an option. Perhaps if they put that on my bounty, I might have been okay with the rest of it. But as a blacksmith, there was one story I didn't get tired of, the one about the Skyforge. It's an ancient relic watched over by a great stone eagle. Come spring, you'll be forging weapons under its wings, he said. I ate it up, and even though I knew it was a lie, the Skyforge was for legendary smiths, and I was a wanted criminal. Unless the guard decided to quit looking for us, I was going to spend the rest of my life crafting orcish plate for bandits, idiots who didn't deserve my work and lacked the brains to value it. Maybe that's what pissed me off most about Bjormund's tales of hearth and home. We weren't going to be welcome in Skyrim, or anywhere for that matter. We were Crimson Dirks. We had a home, and now it was gone. So, yeah. There we go. Oh, we have to go all the way up there. Yeah, kill them for me, Lydia. Thank you. Well, we have a full set of the plate, so nothing I need to worry about, really. We all good? Yeah, whatever. If you want to play around and kill that person, go for it, Lydia. I don't care. We did what we needed to do, and we got the full Orcish plate armor set. We're good here. There's a lot of armor quests for the Creation Club. Basically, like all of those added armors, every single one of the added armors has a different Creation Club quest. It's quite impressive how much they actually added into the game just for that. Unfortunately, means that a lot of these are...
Wonder what's inside.
We just came out of it, Lydia. Like, for real. Okay. So that's all done. That's something new that we'll take care of in a little bit. And actually, part of me is like, do I go here and pray at it? I'm close. There's actually something in Falkreath that we need to do too. We'll save that one for last, I think. Let's go do the armor in Lund's hut. This is another shrine. This is the mysterious note, and that's another shrine. Okay. I have a lot of things on my map right now. Maybe I should just get rid of the shrines. I will end up doing that because I like using the fastened armor. But I'll probably do that off screen because we already did it once. There's no reason to have it on. Oh, skeevers. Oops, sorry. These are great enemies to use that calm spell on, by the way. Alright, inside of Lund's hut. There's Lund. Poor Lund. We're gonna unlock this. There's an Amulet of Talos here. And the fabled silver armor. Ooh. And Crimson Dirks Volume 2. Really easy to get this one. I actually really like the silver armor. I think it is one of the coolest, most unique armor sets in the game. Especially because silver is just not an armor in this game.
Oh.
It's like, oh, East Empire Warden. Interesting. Why are you all after me? I think this has to do with like the note and everything. You get attacked by them as you leave. That just means that we can kill them real easily. Now the Warden, I think, has some unique stuff. Not really. Steel cuffed boots are interesting. Oh, this is the Warden. Yeah, okay. Nothing super interesting. Not that hard to kill. Yeah. I actually really like the silver stuff, just to show you what it looks like. I think that looks particularly cool. Not gonna lie. Unfortunately, it's just not that good of armor. I mean, I guess anything can be good armor if you expand on it, like, because you can use the blacksmith and like really force the game to make it like super uber good. But I just don't like that. I don't know. I like wearing like the super powerful armor when I have the option to. Okay. So I guess let's go do the Falkreath thing, because we can pick up another quest in Falkreath as well and end up doing this quest. One thing I should do real quick. I should favorite detect life. Favorite calm. And we'll favorite muffle, why not? Where are you two running to? I have no idea. Detect life.
Wait, I know you.
Do you? Okay, so we want to go into Dead Man's Drink. We're going to get ourselves another quest here.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
So somewhere around here, there should be a little note that we can read. I know I haven't done this yet. Or is this something I have to talk to them about? Oh, no, here it is. Words arise? No. That's not it. This it? Ah, mysterious altar. Started a dying wish. I was 2 days into my journey from Markarth when the ataxia struck. I thought if I bit down on a piece of cloth it would distract me from the pain, but eventually my joints could bear the weight no longer. I stopped at the roadside ruins looking for a place to rest. It was there, in the briars of an autumn fog, that I came across a strange altar rooted in the ground. Beside it stood an old woman, who I took for its keeper. Upon taking note of my apprehension, the old woman beckoned me forward. Wordlessly, she raised her hand and directed it toward the altar. She was asking me to choose. In my travels, I've passed through Hagraven camps and seen many a twisted thing, but none like this. I placed in its gnarled hands were 3 empty bowls and a cup to fill them. At last, the old woman spoke with an accent I couldn't place. The first bowl, she said, would grant you power. The second would bring you fortune. The third, however, would offer you nothing at all. Looking back now, I can't tell you if any of this was real or some hallucination. I dreamt up to cope with the fever. Or it could be that the altar was no different than a standing stone, a tribute to a god long forgotten. Still, I felt compelled to ask the woman how and where I would find my boon. She said it would come to me. Unfortunately, the ataxia has cursed me with sleeplessness. Worse yet, the disease has progressed to a point where I feel I will not live to see the outcome of my choice. A shame, as I wonder even now if I have made the right one. So, Interesting.
I hear Baldur made it back safe. Too bad about the Welcome to Dead Man's Drink.
Okay, so we've gotten that. That is another quest that we are going to check out. Hello? That was weird. And I know, like, I don't have any of the equipment on, so all my stuff is disappearing very, very quickly. Where's the graveyard? Is it right over here? Should be a tiny little graveyard that I need to go to. Here it is. Oh, well, it looks like someone was digging the grave already. And on this person, there's glass boots, a note. We'll read that. Torturer's hood. And a letter from Irwan. Dear brother, are you well? I heard this terrible rumor that you died. You always said I'd be the one to kill you. That wasn't very nice of you, to break a promise to your only sister. Unless there's another sister you didn't tell me about? So now you're not only dead, but you're a liar too. Tisk tisk. Anyways, I know you'll have to read, so I'll keep this short. Let me know if you're not dead so I can come over and hug you with my knife. I think that the, Crimson Dirks didn't super like each other. I could be wrong, but it certainly seems that way. Okay, so let's read that note. I really need to drop stuff off. Khajiit finally got a lead on Edward. It seems he and his bandit friends fled north to Skyrim, but when he spoke to the guard captain, he tells Khajiit the bounty on Edward has already been claimed. A ripe old adventurer showed up to the barracks on a horse, dragging the Breton's corpse up behind him. They tell Khajiit the body is buried at the far end of the cemetery in Falkreath. Khajiit will take a shovel and dig him up. After all, there are ways to die and not be dead. Khajiit has heard of potions that mimic death, slowing the heart to barely beat. If so, then Edward might still be out there. To that end, this one has heard rumors of a bandit wearing Daedric plate, plying his blood trade at Knife Point Ridge. Originally, Khajiit did not think Edward the type to live in an abandoned mine, but now he is not so sure. Edward may have fooled the guard, but Khajiit won't believe he is truly dead until he sees it with his eyes. Though he may not be dead. Who saw that one coming? Probably most of you, actually. Yeah. Okay. So, now, where do we need to go from there? Roadside ruins. Oh, so that's for the cup thing. We don't want to do that yet. Want to go to Knife Point Ridge? The cup quests I am less inclined to do immediately. Okay, it is set to 1. Good. So let's just kill these guys real quick. Highwayman, huh? Well, you're dead. Anything on him? Nothing in particular. Let's go ahead and charge Umbra because it's out of charge. Use all the petty soul gems from the mud crabs and all that. Let's kill this dude real quick because you're annoying the heck out of me. Oh, he's coming, huh? You seem dangerous, sir. Bounty hunter, huh? So not Edward, but the bounty hunter himself. So from him, we're going to take the notes, and there is a full enchanted set of Daedric plate armor. So, ooh, illusion. That might be worth it to wear just to do that. But complete Beyond the Grave. Let's read that note real quick. Bounty Hunter's note. I first met the Breton at Dead Man's Drink. Said it was poetic, given what was inside the bottle of wine. I ain't much for poetry myself. I wanted to know what it paid. And pay it did. I would have been okay with just gold, but he insisted I take his armor too. Not sure why he'd want to give up something so valuable. He said it would help sell the story. A dead man has no need for protection. I could have reminded him that he wasn't really dying, but you know what they say about a fool and his gold. So we shook hands and he downed the drink. The next morning I rode into town with him as my bounty, and sure enough they buried him in the cemetery just like he said they would. Back at the inn I asked him if he needed me to dig him up. He said I didn't have to, someone else would. And they did. And then he killed the Khajiit that dug him up. Plan worked to a T, gotta say. Oh my god. You guys coming out of the woodwork. Oh, highwayman that uses magic. Oh, you're using the wrong type of magic, though. No. Not entirely sure what that dude thought was going to happen there. Okay, I think we're finally out of combat. Okay. Curiously, Daedric plate. Weird. So the regular Daedric stuff is not as good, but the Daedric plate armor is technically better than dragon plate. Huh. Well, actually, I wonder if that's just because it's slightly more leveled to me. Either way, in the end, again, this stuff can be upgraded. So, not a big deal. Alright. Anything else I need here? Probably not. And I don't necessarily want to go up there. It might just cause more enemies to spawn. Okay. So all of that's done. I don't want to do the thing at the roadside ruins just yet because I know that that is a more involved quest with a choice. And I don't want to do that just yet. I don't want to do this choice just yet. So let's go ahead and go to Whiterun. We'll do that little
You're someone who can get things done.
quest here.
My favorite.
Your favorite what? I know, I can read.
Drinking, buddy. Let's get some beer. Divine smile on your face.
Look at how many people are out. Even that little bit added quite a bit to the,
I work with my mother. So
to our
it's fun most days.
XP. Oh, she's not even open right now. That's fine. Gotta love it. Already at 61, huh? Alright, we're gonna wait 12 hours so that it's daytime. Oh, look at all the people spawning all around me. Love it.
Yeah.
And Arcadia's Cauldron's open. Okay, let's go take a look at this and do a little bit of sleuthing. Okay, so, the business ledger copy. Let's go ahead and read this. So, who's bought something? Stamina potions, Commander Caius, potion of strength. Lydia. Potion of True Shot, the Huntress. Potion of Extreme Healing, Cure Disease, Magic, Enhanced Stamina. Ooh, the Priest of Arcay took a poison. That's weird. Blacksmith's Potion, Resist Cold, Enchanter's Potion. And the Stable Boy got a poison. Well, both of those are a little awkward. Alright, well, one of them's nearby, so let's go check out the priest. Why does a priest need poison? That's a weird one.
Been tending to your hounds? Smell like a wet dog.
I just want to go home and read.
Then go home and read. No one's stopping you. Alright, let's go into the Hall of the Dead. There might be skeletons here, actually. Skeletons? Well, it's telling us to go into the catacombs. Okay.
Huh?
I think they're... Skeever trouble. Since no one else seems to be doing anything about it, I've taken steps to rid ourselves of the skeever problem. Please do not eat this cheese as it is laced with a dangerous poison. I repeat, this cheese is for skeevers only. If you feel the need to take a bite, I implore you to look in the mirror first and confirm that you are a skeever. If so, then you may eat to your heart's content. If you are not a skeever, then you can better serve Arcade by staying alive. Well, I'll take that poisoned cheese. Oh, goodness. What are you... I mean, you're doing something about the skeever problem. Good, good. What are you doing about the skeleton problem you have? This Hall of the Dead is all littered with skeletons all the time. It doesn't make any sense. Alright, so, not this. Now, why would the stable boy want poison? Maybe again for skeevers? I don't know. That's a little strange, don't you think? It's like rain. That's the first thing that came to mind when I said, don't you think?
I've got your back.
All right, let's talk to this stable boy. What are you buying poison for, boy? Boy. All right. Where are you?
Yes?
Wait, where? Oh, it's a gate. Oh my god. Lunar steel. What the heck is that? While the moons are out, burns the target for 20 points. What? Oh, and he has detect life. Stable boy's note. That's interesting. Alright. Can the dark elf was smart to choose me. Scars aside, I can pass as a stable boy easily enough. I'll tell the shopkeep I got bucked by a wild one and landed face first into the briars. I'm smart like that. The other bandits always poke fun at my face, saying I look like a newborn babe, but it comes in handy for jobs like this. After seeing how well the dark elf pays, the entire gang will be looking for a razor pretty soon. Speaking of which, I'm supposed to meet my mysterious benefactor back at the stables, and not the Silent Moon's camp. Not sure why, but he says if I'm followed, it's best to stay in character until I'm well clear of the city gates. Well, I hope he doesn't sneak up on me while I wait. I nearly soiled myself with the last time. But smart guy that I am, I brought this tome to help me find him. Thing is, I opened it up and I can't for the life of me figure out how it works. Only a matter of time for a tough guy like me. So, unique weapon, interesting, hello? Why are you running around like crazy? Alright, I gotta give some stuff to you.
Behind you.
Trade some things with you.
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Alright, I'm just gonna give you all the Daedric stuff. You might put on the Daedric stuff if it's better than yours. Yeah, she straight up did. Gonna give you the Orcish stuff too. Not that it's better than what you have, but whatever.
Let's get going then.
You actually look really cool with the Daedric stuff. Maybe you'll stay in that. What are your boots? Hold on, yeah, what are your boots?
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Whoop. Stormbearer boots. Oh, okay. And then is everything else? You actually don't need the smithing enchantment. I really wish you had. What are the gauntlets you have? The power attack stamina. Ultimately, that's going to be better for you, but whatever.
You lead, I'll follow.
Okay. Maybe I'll make her like a Daedric plate set of it. Silent Moon's camp. It's also something that we have not really taken a look at. We may end up doing this next episode just because I'm trying to think of like timing and everything. Believe this is going to have me go into Silent Moon's camp. That was a dragon.
Damn you!
Is that a dragon? I truly can't tell. Maybe we should go through Silent Moon's camp in the next episode anyway. Even if I do get the stuff I'm looking for in this episode. I think I just hit Lydia. You need to stop, sir. Alright. No more Electric Boy. Bandit Thug's dead. Highwayman is dead. Okay. That's a bear, I heard. A journal, huh? Heavy armor forging. Glazed candles. What a weird item. Actually trying to read that, Nightingale's. Oh. Assassin's Journal. Upper floor of Dragon's Reach when the Jarl is unoccupied. Interesting. The bow has long been a player in the game. It's toppled many a piece, from Jarls to kings. It does so without sight or sound, save for a rattling crown on a bloodstained floor, and yet it's been far too long since it's had a chance to tilt the board. Railless guile failed to topple a piece. Dram took the flesh, but not the soul, and the game went on without incident. Now the pieces sit idly by, refusing to move in their comfort. Even now, as I take aim at this target, I hear their indolent yawns through the draw of my bowstring. Yet the board cannot remain level forever. With the bow in my hand, it will tilt once more. However, the timing must be right. The toppling of a piece rings hollow in a thunderstorm. I must wait for a quiet moment, one that's intimate when the Jarl is not engaged in talks of war and dragons. If the battle for Skyrim comes to Whiterun, I will be forced to withdraw. But there will be a time when he sits idly by in his grand hall, unbothered by the world. In that moment, when the Jarl has a chance to finally breathe, I will sneak my way to the upper floors and make sure that the breath is his last. And when I take my leave, cloaked in her shadow, all anyone will hear is a rattle. So he's gonna kill the Jarl when everything's really... My brain stopped. He's gonna try and kill you, the Jarl, when he's totally free and unoccupied. Notes on the Lunar Forge. Oh, this is the Lunar Forge. That's right. Lunar Steel Sword. Forgot about the lunar stuff. Yeah, this is the Lunar Forge, so if you craft something while it's, the moon is out, it gives you a lunar weapon, which is just enchanted already. So is this marked as, cleared on my thing? No, it's not. It wants me to go inside, I believe, to actually clear it. I don't think it's a super big area. Just want to check real quick. I don't necessarily want to run through it completely. How large is this? Oh, it's not large at all, actually. Just something to run through real quick.
Ha! Found you.
Just to clear this and see if there's a word of power. I don't think there is, but never hurts to check. Especially because it's just a bandit area. Although, now that I'm going in, hopefully it's not too big. I don't want this episode to, like, go way over. Oh, there's a couple of things to cut, I guess. There we go. I believe that's the clearing sound. So I've cleared the dungeon now. Ooh. Lots of potions. And I believe the only thing that's here is a chest. Nah, nothing crazy. And this just comes out to the top floor. Ah, and now I have access to this chest. And I can leave. Okay, well. At this point, it's cleared, right? Oops. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, that was small. I was hoping for a word of power, but no such luck. Okay. Let's go to Dragon's Reach. We'll kill the assassin. We will take the bow that is on him, because that is the reward here. And in the next episode, we'll take care of basically everything else that we've got going on, including making those choices. And I will have probably gotten alteration to 100 at the end of all this. So the Jarl is unoccupied right now. So we're going to run up here. And there's an assassin right here who is invisible. And from him, we can take the Bow of Shadows. So weapon draw is faster and gives you invisibility. It's kind kind of an interesting weapon. I think that might be from, like... I don't know. I don't know what that's from. And we can speak to the Jarl's Steward. Which is... where now? Did you run out? You did run out of the hall. Found the assassin.
You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Thank you. Oh, decorate my home.
And of course, now, what would you like to purchase?
Oh, right. I could put a child's room in there.
Speak to me again if you decide to purchase some decorations for your home.
Okay. So we've got the bow and we did everything. We got the armor pieces that we needed. We did quite a bit in this one. Anyways, I'm probably going to add in the footage of me getting to 100 alteration here. And other than that, I just want to say thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.